This past month has been a whirlwind, and I'm not the same. Having seen the moon shine and the sun rise on the other side of the world, I learned that wherever you go becomes a part of you. Someone once said to me, we travel, some of us forever, to seek other places, other lives, other souls, but I think I want to travel to become a part of this world, in a way that shapes my very being, in a way that helps to shape the world. I want to make change. I want to connect with others, to open my eyes to possibility and unfamiliarity. I want to share moments of discovery. I want to open my heart to the mercy embedded in every single breath I take. Every breath you take. Because it's true. Traveling leaves you speechless, and then it turns you into a storyteller. If I could, I'd share it with all of you. I'd share all of it with you. Di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung. When the earth is stepped upon, the sky is upheld. The Indonesians say this quite often. I only had to hear it once to know. And what it really means is, whenever you're in foreign land, learn and respect the customs and the cultures of those who live in it. Learn their history, their stories. Learn the whys and the hows, not just the whats and the whos. Trust in your surroundings. Trust yourself to ask questions and find your way. Trust yourself to explore and to learn. Take chances to walk paths untouched, to center yourself and to reconnect with your faith. And this is what I seek in my travels. We woke up around 3 a.m. for our 6 a.m. flight, but landed 2 hours late in Jogja, so we didn't get there until about 10 a.m. And we were really glad to find that our driver had waited for us, and he was extremely well-mannered and soft-spoken, something that a lot of people in Jogja are known for. That sort of hospitality made us feel extremely welcome the minute we landed. Right after that, we went to the Keraton, which is the Sultan's palace, and there we got to see so many different art forms, Hindu-influenced art, Islamic architecture, and live acting. So they hired people to act and dress as the servants from the Sultan's time, and they carry out the duties of the people during that time, like tea ceremonies, which you're seeing right now, and live performances. After that, we went to check in a little early at our hotel. Here's our hotel room. Okay, let's see what's in the dress. Oh, is this the robe? It's a batik robe. This is so pretty. And there's 2 awesome slippers. And it says open me. Ooh. So this is a toothbrush, toothpaste, cotton buds, shower cap.
Take everything.
Cotton buds take everything? Okay, it's a little bit more creepy, and it also says open me. So, toothbrush, comb, razor, shaving cream. Okay. Oh, this is the men's one, and that's the women's one. I get it. Added some jellies and snake fruit for us. A bunch of teas: black tea, jasmine green, sweet tea, sugar, coffee, decaf, all that. I think we're gonna have lunch outside. I loved the fact that we had a little veranda that looked into the courtyard. Right when we got in, we had lunch out there, and our lunch was some food that we picked up from street stalls. After our lunch, we decided to go over to the Sambisari temple, which is from the 9th century. It's a Hindu temple that was buried underground and was only found and excavated more recently. It's actually found in the 60s when a man who's working on the land was digging and hit some of the carved stone from the temple ruins. Since then, they've been trying to put it back together. Following that, we went to the Prambanan temples, which were really nearby, also a series of Hindu temples, and similarly had a period of abandonment and disuse because of a volcanic eruption. What's really interesting though is that villages were still thriving around the temple grounds.
Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian language, is not first language, the second language. The first language is the local language. You get me?
Yeah, I understand. We're checking out of our hotel. I hope somebody's at the desk.
Thank you.
Thank you. Then we headed over to Borobudur.
There's a guy who walked out and then he didn't notice me sitting here. When he turned, he went, oh! He got really scared. So I was waiting for Bilal. Wait, hold on. Why isn't this working?
We walked up 6 levels and I think I fell down twice, but it was completely and totally worth it because once we got to the top, we got to watch the sunrise, and knowing I was doing it halfway across the world for the first time in my life was just breathtaking. So we got to explore the temple grounds a little more and really kind of just get into the story of the life of Buddha before we headed off to our next stop, which was Sari, the water palace. The water palace was built for the very first sultan of Jogja, and he had it fashioned with influences from European architecture. After all of this, I learned just how resilient the people of Jogja are. Their history and culture are both so rich, and to this day I see it in their expressions. I see it behind their eyes, how they embrace everything that's happened to their people on their land, and that it's a part of them, and they pass it on and they share it with the public. This leg of my trip was monumentally inspiring, and to be able to visit places and feel as though I am rediscovering something from the past, I think kind of invigorated a very old passion in me. This is something I hope to do more of.